is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with the updated Rookie of the Year race. You know I'm doing this month by month. Now we have a larger sample size of how good these players are and how well they fit with their teams and what guys just don't look good at all. But also the top 10 rookies so far through October, through December, and as we start January, we get an even larger sample size for who really is the best rookies. But one thing I will tell you is the top didn't change that much. Most of the guys that was top 5 in the rookie of the year race, they still in the top 5, majority of them. The bottom has been shifting. Some players have played better, some players got worse, some players got injured. Well, this is what I here to tell y'all. We're going to talk about the top 10 rookies so far this season. We're going to start from the bottom, from 10 all the way to 1. And let's get into it. Number 10, Jackson Hayes. I didn't have Jackson Hayes on my other lists just because he didn't play enough minutes and he didn't have enough impact on anything. But now he's been getting a lot more playing time. Now he has a lot more opportunities. He has shown that he's better than what we thought. We said the same thing when he was in college. He learned very quickly, made adjustments very quickly. He is very raw. He is very young, and a lot of people know that. We knew that coming into the draft. We knew when he got drafted that this guy won't be a finished product from 3 to 4 years from now, maybe even longer than that. But one thing we knew coming into this season, the guy can set screens, the guy can roll to the basket, and the guy can catch and finish. And he has shown that so far in the NBA. That part of his game has translated. He still needs to become a significantly better pick and roll player, significantly better passer. But for what he is at his age, he's been pretty productive. And he's not getting heavy minutes. He's not getting a huge opportunity. I don't think he can impact on winning on the NBA level just yet. But he is very young, and like I said, he was a project coming into the draft. So just the fact that he is playing, he is getting minutes, and he is making a positive contribution, that's good. The problem, he's terrible defensively, and he's not a rim protector. Those are going to be the huge things that's going to make or break his NBA career. Can he rebound at a high level? Can he protect the paint? Can he contest but also not foul? Those are going to be the difference in him becoming an all-star and just staying a serviceable center. Because right now he's showing you that he can be a starter in the future. Can he be an elite player? Can he be a difference maker? Can he be a defender that can anchor the paint? Those are things I don't see now, but if he wants to be better with his type of skill sets, he's going to have to develop into those things. Number 9, Kobe White. This was one of my favorite players coming into the draft. He hasn't shot the ball very well because he takes a lot of tough shots and he relies a lot on a three-point shot, which is less efficient in the mid-range and a free throw. He has been taking a little bit more mid-ranges. He has been getting to the paint. He hasn't been able to show his passing ability. He still is not a guy that likes to pass. He is very narrow-minded when it comes to scoring. If he sees an opportunity for him to score, he will take it, even if it's a bad play, even if that's the wrong decision. He has to learn how to operate. He has to learn where his teammates is at, and he has to learn how to literally guard defensively. His defense is terrible. His finishing is just not there, and his scoring has not been consistent. Some games he get hot, some games he get cold, and it all depends on how his three ball is flying. He's shooting decent from 3 right now, but he has to work on his all-around three levels of basketball, which means scoring. He got to work on his finishing. I suggest him get a better floater game, and if he's going to get ran off that three-point line, he has to be able to step in and knock down that mid-range. If he able to do that and finish better, he can be a lot more efficient player. Will he ever be a 45-plus shooter from the field? I don't know. But he did show that his three-point shot did translate. Other than that, he still struggled with the things we've seen coming into this season, which is passing, scoring, efficiency, and decision making. He's showing right now that he's not a franchise point guard, but he is very, very young, and he's showing that he can be productive. But if you want him to be a franchise point guard, he's very, very raw.
but we knew that coming into the draft, and he has proved that so far. DeAndre Hunter, another guy that we knew couldn't create his own shot, a guy that is a very good complementary player, a guy that can switch and guard 1 through 4, depending on who's out there, depending on who's playing the 4, a guy that can stretch the floor and knock down threes, doesn't need the ball, doesn't ask for the ball, but he make winning plays when he is on the court, and he's just a smart, high IQ player. The problem with him is he just can't create his own shot just yet, but we knew that coming into the NBA season. That's going to be his biggest thing. Can he be more than just a 3 and D guy? Or do Atlanta just want him to be a 3 and D guy? When you pick him so high in the lottery and he has the age and he has the potential, you should want to tap as much potential as you can. The problem is, do they want him to be a bigger asset offensively, or do they want him to be the complementary player to Collins and Trae Young? You want as many as you want to be as versatile as you can. You want to have as many moves as you can. But is that what they want him to do in Atlanta? He doesn't really get a lot of opportunity to showcase anything else he can do because he's really just a complimentary piece. That's going to be the decision. Do they want him to be more, or they want him to do less, or they want him to fit a role? That's going to show you how his career goes, depending on what team he's on and how they utilize him in Atlanta. RJ Barrett, he went from top 3 all the way down to 7. He just can't hit a shot. He just can't. And we knew that coming into the draft that he was going to have trouble. They have poor spacing in New York. He likes to handle the ball. He likes to get to his spots. He likes to overpower. Just doesn't work in the NBA right now. He doesn't have the athleticism that people knew. He doesn't have the strength, and he just don't have the shot. If his jump shot was a lot better, he'd be a lot more efficient, a lot more deadlier. Not a reliable 3-point shooter, not a reliable pull up shooter, and a guy that struggles finishing around the rim because he doesn't have the size and strength advantage like he had in college and like he had in high school. It caught up to him. But don't give up on RJ Barrett just yet because he is young, he's still developing, and he's still showing that he can put the ball in the basket. It's just a lot harder for him to do it. He's putting up some tough baskets, and that's his biggest detriment. He's going to have to find a way to be more clever and find a way to get advantages, whether it's being more craftier, being more patient. And I would like the Knicks to get some more shooters around him so he can have more floor, so he can be able to get more open lanes, and it will open up his ability to be able to get better shots. But with them having Julius Randle and Alfred Payton, it clogs up at the floor for him, and it really makes him at a disadvantage instead of making him as best as he can be. So we'll see what happens with that. Rui Hachimura, um, is my number 6. He moved down a little bit because of injuries. He can't hit a 3-point shot to save his life right now, but I like him so far. He's one of the better rookies. He's very smart. He's very patient. He knows when to pull up. He knows when to attack. This is a guy that can be a little bit too unselfish to the point where he might just be a complimentary player. He showed that he can continue to work on this game. He can continue to improve. He's been better than a lot of people thought he would, especially playing for the Washington Wizards, who really don't have that much defense or talent, and he's not really playing that much defense, and he's not really scoring at a high level, but he's showing that he can be productive. He's showing that he can be a starting caliber player in this league in the future and right now, so that's a positive. Number 5 is PJ Washington. He was top 5. He fell a little bit, but he's still been a better 3-point shooter. He has been efficient from the field still to this day. He's shown a lot more promise than what a lot of people thought he would do in Charlotte. People didn't think he was ready. People didn't think he would be a difference maker, and people just didn't think he could shoot. He has showed that he can do all those at a competitive level, and he's showing that he can be a starter in this league, and he can be a tweener, a guy that can play multiple positions and possibly score on a lot of different levels than when people thought coming into the season. So PJ Washington been a steal. He's been one of the better rookies, and he's in my top 5 still. A guy that moved up into it, Brandon Clark, he's been balling. And he's been efficient, and he's been a lot more versatile than what people thought. And he's showing that he can have a complete package offensively. I really want to see if he can be a better player. Can he be a star? Can he be an all-star? He's showing so much potential, so much poise, so much knowledge of the game, and he knows his game, and he know what he can and he can't do, and the defenders really can't do nothing with him. because he knows his limitations, but he also knows where he excels at. And that's been a big reason why he's been efficient and he's been one of the steals of this draft. This was a guy that people was high on or low on, and now we're starting to see that he can perform on the NBA level, and he is a good pickup for this team, and he is a guy that can make a difference, especially if he keep getting the minutes and keep getting the ball in the basket. And he's a solid defender. Tyler Hero, he hasn't failed. He's been one of the best scorers. The people didn't think that his shot can translate. He's showing that he can knock down difficult shots. He can knock down contested shots. He can knock it down off the dribble, off the screen. He can even get to the basket a little bit. This is a guy that's a great complementary player. He can be a six man. He can be a starter, and he can be reliable. He has been one of the more consistent players out of this draft. He was in the top 5 from the jump. He's still here, and Miami has picked him up 2 steals because I look at Kendrick Nunn. He has been the second best player in the rookie race, and at one point he was number 1. He's not that far from Ja Morant. I said that last month. Kendrick Nunn was number 1. Ja Morant took him over at number 1, but Kendrick Nunn is still staying steady. He just had 26 points. He still can shoot that 3. He still is a versatile offensive player. And if he can continue to knock down those threes and those pull-ups while also bringing in some in-between game, it might open them up. I feel like he got a little uncomfortable. Teams started wising up. His jump shot just ain't falling as much as it was before, but he still has a chance to win this Rookie of the Year, as crazy as it sounds. But number 1, like I just said, is Ja Morant. He has been fantastic. He has lived up to being a number 2 player in the draft. He has really shown that he can be an all-star caliber player. He's a exciting player to watch. He can cross you up. He can get to the basket. He can finish with contact. He can create space and finish. He can knock down floaters. He's capable three-point shooter, and he's a decent passer. His passing still hasn't been what I thought it would be. But other than that, I don't really have no criticism of Ja Morant besides his turnovers. That's something that comes with the position as he's still learning the speed. He's still adjusting. Plus, he's still sitting out some games, and he's still learning his opponents and how they want to game plan and how they want to play him. And as he gets that knowledge, as he watched the footage, as he continues to play in the NBA, he's going to be able to counter a lot of these game plans, and it's going to work to his advantage, and he's going to have the defense at his mercy. And once that happens, Ja Morant will be sliding away, giving you 20-plus points and 6 to 10 assists. Once the game come easy to him, once he starts reading and reacting and just making the right play and understanding how to keep his teammates involved while also trying to get the best play available, even if it's some passing, even if it's some scoring, or even if it's some probing just a little bit to find an open guy, he will figure it out. He shows that he's hungry, he shows that he's ready, and he is an exciting player to watch, and he's very mature, and he has been a starter. The thing about Ja Morant, can he become that superstar player that a number 2 pick will be? He's showing potential, but I also want to see it happen. Remember, he plays in Memphis. They are one of the worst teams in the league, but they are competitive. They are feisty. They are showing that they're making a little bit of improvements. But it all starts with their best player, Ja Morant. And I love me some Jaren Jackson. That's going to be a great duo for time and time to come. But I also want to say is they still need one more young piece to put with Jaren Jackson and Ja Morant. So let's just give Ja Morant his credit. He's the Rookie of the Year so far. He's an NBA starter so far. He's showing that he has superstar potential. It's just about being more efficient, being a little bit more patient, and being a lot more smarter about how you attack the defense. And once he figured that out, and once he start figuring it out, he's going to be a monster, and he's going to be unguardable, and he's going to be tearing up defenses for a long time to come. And if I'm a Grizzly fan, I'm happy about that. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. Let me know who your favorite rookies is. Did I sleep on somebody? Did I overrate somebody? Is Ja Morant the next franchise point guard? Or is it somebody else that I didn't mention on this list? Or I did mention on this list? Whatever you guys think, let me know in the comment section below. I read every comment. I enjoy making these videos. Happy New Year's to the people that made it this far. Hope you guys enjoy your holiday. Quinn Wade, you're going into a new decade, and I'm going to be pushing out the videos as much as possible like I did this last decade. Thanks for the love. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it, and I've been going hard for y'all. I didn't miss one day this year of 2019. I gave y'all a video every single day in 19, and I plan on keeping it up in 2020. Thanks for the support, guys. I'm gone.